You're listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.
It's Friday, May 15. I'd like to share some thoughts about founders. If you are building a deep tech company in Korea right now, you are navigating this fundamental shift in basically how you get funded and ultimately how you exit.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the capital phase alone is undergoing a massive rewrite. Historically, a lot of Korean tech companies would just, seek U.S. markets for liquidity.
Right, because of the valuation gap.
Yeah.
So how are they addressing that capital flight?
Well, the Korea Exchange is aggressively courting these pre-revenue AI and semiconductor startups. Companies like Deepx, Rebellions, and FuriosaAI, they are in direct talks to get them to list domestically on KOSDAQ.
And KOSDQ is the secondary tech-heavy exchange, right? As opposed to KOTAI, which is the primary board.
Exactly. And to lure them in, they are using something called Jizzle Tukri.
Jizzle Tukri, what is that? Like a regulatory fast track?
Yeah, it's the technology special listing. It basically allows deep tech companies to go public based on audited technical potential rather than, actual profits. Right. And they've just expanded this mechanism to explicitly cover robotics, cybersecurity, and even K content.
But I have to push back a little here. Doesn't offering this VIP fast pass to companies making $0, doesn't that just engineer a pre-revenue tech bubble?
Yeah.
I mean, why stay in Korea when U.S. public market valuations are just so tempting?
And that is the exact structural risk regulators are weighing right now. It gives founders domestic runway, sure, but you're right to be skeptical. The domestic ceiling is often just too low.
Which brings us to how these offshore exits are actually engineered when that domestic ceiling is too low, or in some cases completely blocked. Like Kakao Mobility.
Oh, Kakao Mobility is the perfect live playbook for this. They dominate the local ride-hailing market, but they are essentially locked out of a domestic IPO.
Because of the dual listing prohibition.
Right, exactly. That rule stops the subsidiary from going public if its parent company is already listed, and Kakao is already on KOSDAQ.
And regulators enforce that to stop the cable, the large family-run conglomerates from just spinning off units and diluting the parent company's original shareholders.
Precisely. So, how do you find liquidity when your domestic front door is bolted shut? You partner globally.
Enter Uber and TPG.
Right. They are reportedly in this three-way deal where Uber might acquire private equity firm TPG's stake. That could set the stage for a U.S. listing.
But Uber isn't just buying equity. They're buying into this fiercely protected, 10-year local data moat. It's totally a reverse engineered exit for Kakao Mobility.
Exactly, using Uber's global footprint to bypass the local constraints. But, there is a catch for any founder looking at global M&A.
Your data moat is only valuable if it isn't leaking.
Exactly. And right now, B2B procurement and due diligence are hitting this massive roadblock called shadow AI.
Shadow AI, that's when employees bypass firewalls to use unapproved personal AI tools for company work, right?
Yes. And SK Shielders just released data showing it takes Korean SMEs an average of 106 days to even detect a cyber breach.
Wait, 106 days? That is a massive liability.
It's huge because legacy security systems simply are not built to monitor an employee, say, quietly pasting proprietary code into an unvetted large language model.
It's essentially like employees bringing untested explosive tools to a construction site. I mean, it makes total sense why SKAX is suddenly partnering with OpenAI to deploy ChatGPT Enterprise.
Right. They have to establish these secure, walled garden AI environments to plug the leaks before global buyers just walk away.
Makes sense. But while software security is standardizing, the actual frontier for an impenetrable competitive moat is shifting, right, to the physical world.
Oh, totally. Software can be replicated. Deep hardware integration is where the true premium lies now. Take RealWorld in San Francisco, for example.
With their RLDX1 humanoid hand.
Yeah. The bottleneck for robotics isn't the brain anymore, it's dexterity. RealWorld is solving that by fusing vision, language, and touch sensors into a single architecture.
And they demonstrated this by having the robot sort socks, right, by color.
Yeah, sorting socks is the proof of concept. But the broader lesson for founders here is verticalization. Just look at Rocket Lab's massive Q1 growth.
Right. They just reported $200.3 million USD in revenue and a $2.2 billion USD backlog.
And they are targeting 50 to 55 million USD per launch for their new Neutron rocket.
Wait, but how does an aerospace company's scaling strategy apply to a software founder in Seoul?
Because Rocket Lab didn't just build a single product. They built the rockets, the satellites, the laser communications. They own the full infrastructure stack.
So for Korean tech founders facing domestic valuation ceilings, the takeaway is that software alone is vulnerable. Owning the physical integration is how you command global liquidity.
Exactly. You build something that cannot just be copied with better code.
It really changes how you view defensibility, and it leaves you wondering if KOSDAQ is aggressively handing out these VIP tech listings. Are they actually stemming the tide of tech-seeking U.S. liquidity? Or, are they just funding a launching pad for companies that will inevitably jump to the U.S. anyway? That's today's AI PRISM Founders. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI PRISM is a WAN-IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.